Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and we're going into another Alliance War. This is War number 5 of Season 26. You can see that we're faced up with this Black's Alliance, Mr. Black, and they are a swapping alliance where they swap, which we have done in the past. I'm not going to make any excuses or complaints. It's within the realms of what is allowed currently, but yeah, so we're going to try to do our best against these guys, and didn't realize how solid they were going to be, but yeah, they did really well. So first up, we're going on path 3, and this is Mr. Fantastic on node 6, where it has armor and mystic ward, and there's really nothing going on here for Mr. Fantastic, to be honest, and this is just a solid fight for me to get Guillotine 2099 built up and get her charged, get that 100 combo, end with an L3. I'm not going to throw any combos, or not any combos, I'm not going to throw any specials in this whole fight because I don't want those careful studies placed on me, because that's going to allow him to evade my attacks, and I don't want to have to deal with that. So I'm just going to redline it and just slowly beat Mr. Fantastic down. Whether he gets to an L1 or an L2 doesn't really matter. Both of his special attacks are fairly easy to get away from. Just got to keep in mind that because he doesn't place any pre-fights on you, all of his special attacks are fully unblockable. So you just got to keep that in mind. Make sure you get out of range and dex out of the beam thing he throws at you with his L2. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a longer fight, but we need to get Guillotine 2099 charged up. I believe I have the boss in this war, and it's an apocalypse, or there's reason to have her. I can't remember exactly what, but we'll get to that point. But yeah, slowly but surely, 2 minutes in, we have 56%, so it's going slow, but once I do get to 100 combo, the damage really ramps up. And then if I can get some good RNG and get some degens placed on him, that will also help, because the degen is stronger than the willpower heal for this Mr. Fantastic. And yeah, Guillotine 2099 just doing her thing, and you know, she's got, with that armor up, she's got a lot of good block proficiency, so I've been taking a ton of parries, but very, very, very little health has been lost in this fight. I think I end up, you know, just over 90 something percent. You know, I'm at 95 right now. Should be, yeah, maybe it's 95. Probably don't lose too much more, because once, and you know, I am gonna make sure that I get within like the 5%. Boom, there we go, to make sure that we get the absolute guaranteed kill, carry the combo over, and Guillotine is all ready to go. So that's the first fight. Pretty easy, path 3. Normally, you know, path 3 I feel like is the lane to get Guillotine 2099 ramped up. There's a few other options, but she's typically the best one. So next up, we got another Kingpin on node 22, Power Snack, Backup Recovery, Outlast. I had this last war. The only difference here, it's another rank 3, but this guy doesn't have willpower on. So last war, you know, I think the fight took around 4 minutes, and with that willpower ticking basically every second, I think it was around an extra 10k health or so, which is pretty significant. But we're gonna smash this guy down. We do have a white Magneto pre-fight placed on him, so we can get the guaranteed stun, because the thing is a hero. So heroes or metal champs get that, and then you get the extra attack. So I'm just gonna try to keep this guy to throwing special ones. I think he ends up throwing 2 special 2s, which I can dex. I think I do block, like, and I think I get partially tagged on the first one, and I dex out the second one, but the special one is just so much easier to just get out of range, so I'm gonna try to just keep him to special ones. You can just back up, watch it, and then easily retaliate, and then he won't get his unstoppable buff activated from his special 2. Thing can remove it with his specials because he can remove unstoppables. He gets that passive blue nullify unstoppable icon, and he can take those off. So if he does throw a special 2, you can get rid of it without just having to dance around and wait. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make sure I hit Kingpin over the 50% health mark when he is at low power, so that when the backup recovery kicks in, try to mitigate him from getting 2+ bars of power. Definitely don't want to hit him over 50% when he's got 2+ bars, because you can go to 3 bars. You don't want to get L3'd by this guy. Yeah, so he wasn't throwing, so now we're going to push him to a special 2. And he is close to the 50%, so we definitely need to get this off. Okay, there we go. I tried to block, and yeah, got hit. I think I do end up pushing him to special 2 one more time, but I do get a clean dex on the second one. And there we go. Backup recoveries triggered. I do have max petrify. So while he is stunned, so I did have him stunned under that, so it should have mitigated up to 30% of that power gain. And when I'm attacking while under the stun, it's supposed to reduce the power gain as well. But I don't know, I always kind of feel like the White Magneto passive stun doesn't get that petrify activated. I'm gonna have to do some testing, because I always feel like they do gain more power than with under a passive stun. So here we push him over to L2, we get the clean dex, we get a parry, we're going to throw off the special 3, we're going to come out fully unblockable, fully unstoppable, got the extra furies active, and the little blue icon there, so I should have just gone in and smashed him, but that can remove his unstoppable effect. And yeah, we're going to remove that protection with a heavy and finish this guy out. I think one more combo, and we're going on 4 minutes. So I mean, these are long fights, but because Thing is immune to nullify, power snack is irrelevant. It cannot come into play here, so that makes this fight fairly easy to deal with. So yeah, Kingpin goes down. That's twice in a row we've seen that guy there. Thing does a great job with taking him out without any problems. And then next up, so we had some mix-ups. We had a guy join that's typically supposed to bring Guillotine 29 and get him charged, and we had that assigned out, and somebody took his fight to get him charged. So I wasn't planning on coming up Path 5, but yeah, I come up Path 5, and I had done this fight, I believe, once in the off season, or actually it probably was the mini boss right after this, but it's got the protection, ebb and flow. He throws an L1, which you do not want. He throws another L1, which you definitely do not want. I mean, look at that power gain. It is insane. I need to get an intercept off to knock off those poisons, and check out the block damage. Ooh, I'm happy that my Guillotine is a rank 3, so here we go again, back to an L2, and I'm in the corner. I need this guy to throw a special. He does have the acid burn going. It's taking off the poison slowly. Luckily, they all fall off, and then we're gonna get an intercept, and then we're gonna go to town. So I do throw the special 3 to kind of give me some spacing, and this probably, I mean, this almost became a huge error on my part. We get some good damage, but check out the power. Boom, he is like right, just one smidge away from L3, and that would have been instant death. Yeah, so now I'm in the corner trying to get this guy to throw, and he he is not throwing. And I'm like, okay, Dex is heavy, Dex is heavy, Dex is heavy. And I'm just thinking, I'm gonna die here. He's not gonna throw this. And I have to get an intercept to get, there we go. He does throw it. Whiff an attack. We gotta push him back to L2. Just get him there, and then we need him to throw it again. We're back in the corner, of course. Heavy. I mean, good thing his heavy isn't too crazy to Dex. Give him a short combo. Boom. Get an intercept, and now we're getting some good damage. Hit him with a big, juicy L2. Almost takes him out. And he gets back to a special one, throws it, but we kill him before the protection gets re-enabled. And whew, that was a close fight. You definitely don't want him throwing those L1s like that, but I survived. But yeah, that was too close for comfort. Next up, we got Voodoo, Dr. Voodoo. Now he's on this Vigorous Assault Recovery Indomitable node, so he's gonna get a bunch of regen at the beginning. And I'm just going to play this really passive, and I'm just going to hit into his block and just wait for that regen that he has to go away. You know, I could be playing him, and he does have his combo where you can draft back, intercept him like you can with Domino or Killmonger. But I'm just going to play very safe and hit into his block, dance around, and then once his regen is off, it's go time. And I'm going to build up some smolders. The Mystic, he's going to build up my temperature, and this guy's just going to go down really quick. And I think he does have a little bit of Mystic Dispersion. Let's check it out after this Dex comes off. No, it doesn't look like he had any. He might, if he does, it's maybe 1 out of 5. And we're just going to melt this guy down. I want to try to keep him to his special ones just because they're easy to get out of range. L2s are not hard to evade, but I just feel like it's just easier on the L1s. And yeah, he's just slowly melting, and I wish he was a little bit more aggressive with throwing specials because I wanted to throw a special one. There we go, we get it. And I'm trying to think, do I throw a special 2? Yep, we go to a heavy special 2 combination. He's stunned, we go in. He's got 2 bars. We throw 1 more special 1 before he can do anything else. He's dead. So, Human Torch, man, he is a mystic, burning slayer of beasts. Love him. Alright, so we're boosted up, and all those boosts fall off. This is later. This is towards the very, very end of the war. And my buddy Mirage Turtle is over on the other side. I'm going in on this brute force, the best defense, limber, spry. We have a pre-fight torch on, and we put white Magneto on, and I already used my I didn't use my pre-fight, but I had a buddy that his human torch was low health, but we used him. It was a 6-star, so it matches up, so I could use it, get the Nova Flames. That's why I still have my charge. And man, before you can blink and know it, in 30 seconds, DragonMan, he's toast, he's roasted. And so I was boosting up big, and even though this war wasn't as close, like for me, I don't want to die. I want to make use of every attack bonus we could possibly get, because at the end of the season, it could matter. And I'm waiting for Mirage to take down that symbiote, and I'm like, what happened? And he got disconnected. And so I had put on an invulnerability boost, and I'm looking at it, Finally, he gets the symbiote supreme down, and it's like within like 10 seconds, 14, 13, 12, it's like just a few seconds left on that invulnerability boost, and we get there in time. We apply the pre-fight from my torch, and now we're going in on this Mojo, and man, Dex is out of my head, me trying to counter his heavy, and sometimes Mojo just sucks, like depending on what prompts he gets, the dash back or the block, like it's like, come on, dash block, dash back, block, or charge a heavy, or of course he gets, throw a special when He has a bar. And so here I'm starting to get degened. He's got 2 bars. I'm like, please throw your special. Don't complete a prompt. And I dex out of that first special 2. And yeah, we're starting to degen again from that dex. And I'm like, okay, hit into my block. Let's go. Give me a lot of smolder, a lot of temperature. We hit a special 3. I didn't want to throw a special 2 because I do have Thing on the team, and he will give a Fury, and I don't want that Fury buff to come up and be active and then degen me when it falls off. And I'm like, okay, let's go. Throw your special, dude. Throw your special. I need you to throw the special. There we go. Block it all. Look at all that smolder. And man, he is starting to melt. And it's charge a heavy. I'm like, okay, come on, throw your special. Don't throw a heavy. And blocking, he throws the heavy after blocking a bunch of his stuff. Boom, we're gonna block all of this. Smolder, temperature, dex out, and then we're gonna slow this down a little bit with a special 1, and the rank 3 Mojo goes down. Whew. I had some big boosts. I had the 30% boost on. Definitely needed it. That was a close one. Whew. But you know, while our battle group did okay, you know, they beat us by 1, 2 to 3. We did not win this war. This was actually, I think, the best war we've ever had as an alliance as a whole. I think we had 11 deaths. Maybe we've done better than that, but we did well, but it just wasn't good enough. These guys were really solid. We ended up losing. So I had 6 fights, 6 kills, no deaths. Got the boss kill. On the season, I have 43 fights, 42 kills, 1 death. We dropped 13 spots in Platinum 1 from 5 to 18. We're 3-2 on the season. Man, good job to Mr. Black's Alliance. They did very well. Hopefully we don't see them again. But yeah, that's all for this one, fellas. Appreciate you guys stopping by and watching. Thank you, and have a good one. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.